Rome in its infancy was a far cry from the sprawling empire it would become. Founded in 723 BC, the city was more of a fledgling village, struggling to survive on the banks of the Tiber River. Its population, primarily made up of young men, lacked a crucial element: women. Without women, there could be no families, no future generations, no Rome. Romulus, Rome's ambitious founder, recognized this critical need. Attracting women to a city with a reputation for violence and instability proved challenging. Neighboring tribes viewed the Romans with suspicion, unwilling to forge marital alliances with the fledgling city. Desperate times called for desperate measures. Romulus devised a daring, albeit morally questionable plan. He would steal wives for his people. The Sabines, unaware of the looming threat, resided in their settlements, their lives governed by tradition and peaceful coexistence. They were a proud and prosperous people, their daughters raised with strong morals and a deep sense of family. Romulus, under the guise of hospitality, invited the Sabines to a grand festival in honor of the god Consus. He promised festivities, games, and a chance for their people to witness the burgeoning city of Rome. The Sabines, enticed by the invitation and the prospect of forging bonds with their neighbors, readily accepted. They arrived in Rome, their families in tow, always unaware of the trap that awaited them. As the festivities reached their peak, Romulus seized his opportunity. He gave a prearranged signal, and in a flash, chaos erupted. Roman soldiers surged forward, seizing Sabine women and dragging them away from their horrified families. Imagine the scene: the vibrant colors of festive garments, stained with the grime of struggle, the joyous music replaced by the shrieks of the terrified and the enraged bellows of the betrayed. The Sabine men, initially caught off guard, rallied to defend their women, but they were outnumbered and unprepared for the Romans' brazen attack. The Romans, driven by a potent mix of desperation and ambition, were relentless in their pursuit. They fanned out across the festival grounds, their eyes scanning the crowd for Sabine women. Some Roman men, perhaps gripped by a flicker of guilt or captivated by the beauty of the women they captured, treated their captives with a semblance of gentleness. Others, however, were less compassionate, driven purely by Romulus's command and their own desires. News of the abduction spread like wildfire, igniting the fury of the Sabines and sending shockwaves through the surrounding regions. The Sabines, their pleas for justice ignored by the triumphant Romans, prepared for war. They gathered their armies, their hearts heavy with a desire for vengeance and the desperate hope of reclaiming their stolen kin. Meanwhile, within Rome's newly erected walls, a different kind of tension brewed. The Sabine women, now captives in a foreign city, were torn between their fear and anger towards their captors and the dawning realization that their fates were now inextricably linked to Rome's. Some remained defiant, their hearts hardened by the trauma of the abduction. Others, however, gradually began to adapt to their new reality. They saw the determination in the eyes of their Roman husbands, the raw energy of the burgeoning city, and perhaps a glimmer of hope for a future within this new society. Rome, built on a foundation of stolen lives, stood at a crossroads. The ensuing war between the Romans and the Sabines was a brutal affair, marked by fierce battles and heavy losses on both sides. The Sabines, fueled by righteous anger and a fierce determination to reclaim their women, fought valiantly. The Romans, defending their city and their future, proved to be formidable opponents, yet amidst the bloodshed and fury, a flicker of hope emerged from an unexpected source: the abducted Sabine women themselves. These women, initially victims of Roman ambition, had grown to understand the precarious position they occupied. One woman, Hesilia, who had become the wife of Romulus himself, became a pivotal figure in this volatile situation. With a newborn child in her arms, a symbol of the burgeoning bond between the two warring factions, she pleaded for peace. Hesilia's courage paved the way for dialogue, for a chance to forge a new path forward, one built not on conquest but on unity. The peace agreement that followed was as audacious as the act that had sparked the conflict. The Sabines, recognizing the futility of further bloodshed, agreed to share a kingdom with the Romans. They settled on the Capitoline Hill, overlooking the Roman Forum, a constant reminder of their presence and their role in shaping the city's destiny. This uneasy truce, however, blossomed into a powerful alliance. The Romans, under the joint rule of Romulus and the Sabine king Titus Tatius, flourished. The Sabines, with their strong agricultural traditions and social structures, brought stability and prosperity to Rome. The city, once teetering on the brink of collapse, began its ascent to becoming a dominant force in the Italian peninsula. The Sabine women, no longer merely victims or pawns in a political game, played a crucial role in cementing this newfound unity. They became bridges between the two cultures, their children inheriting both Roman ambition and Sabine resilience. The tale of the Sabine women is not just a historical anecdote, it is a foundational myth that permeates Roman art, literature, and collective memory. It reveals a complex narrative about Roman identity, highlighting both their capacity for ruthlessness and their pragmatism in pursuing their ambitions. The Romans never shied away from depicting the abduction in their art, often portraying the Sabine women as active participants in the reconciliation process. This narrative served to legitimize the founding of Rome, emphasizing the shared destiny of the Romans and the Sabines. The legacy of the Sabine women is a testament to the power of adaptation and integration in shaping a civilization. Their story reminds us that empires are not built solely on military might, but also on the strength of human bonds, the ability to bridge cultural divides, and the enduring power of women in forging a common destiny. The story of the Sabine women is just one chapter in the captivating saga of ancient Rome. From its humble beginnings to its status as a sprawling empire, Rome's history is a tapestry woven with tales of ambition, intrigue, and cultural exchange. If you're eager to delve deeper into the annals of this fascinating civilization, hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell to embark on a captivating journey through time. Together, we'll uncover more secrets of ancient Rome, exploring the lives of emperors and gladiators, the grandeur of its architecture, and the enduring legacy of its laws and literature.